I know Zuppy Bbatts is happening right now. Of course, one of the cool things about online tournaments, one of the things that I really appreciate, is that there's a bunch of other players. You guys are probably in the Melee directory looking at all the other streams, which are ongoing, where these matches are happening. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, and we could just rip straight from this
stream.
stream.
Speaking of which, we have one of the sets right here.
And this is a last stock scenario. I have no idea what happened, but Fox at 0 and Peach at 50. This is actually an even game. Like, okay, Fox is at a slight advantage, but one down smash.
Oh!
Ah!
We say that, but man, that is so hard to cover.
It is.
That's like crazy hard to cover.
It is. But very often, Fox is.
Sometimes they do cover it. Sometimes they do cover it.
But,
okay.
Is this? Oof. What's like one frame off from losing?
Another down smash? That worked? This time, this does the same illusion, but this time it gets covered.
I have no idea how Zuppy's recovered the entire set, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was like the one time he illusioned, and it's like, come on, not this panic illusion that surely this would be the mix-up that you don't cover, and then Bbatts covers it.
Of course. Well, I think the one time, you should never do illusion into them if you can avoid it is last stock. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm thinking about it at all times, and I think most players know that that's like the thing.
And it's like, when you cover options, there's a huge difference between friendlies and tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, tournament, you know that they're going to be favoring safer ones or the ones that might be slightly harder or, like, whatever their habits that they really favor.
You mean it's slightly easier? In tournament, they favor easier execution, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what would be harder for you to cover sometimes.
Yeah.
Where that's make and break, where in friendlies, they're just going for, like, the best thing,
Yeah.
So, Bbatts making this interesting.
Bbatts playing so good, right? This whole tournament. Even if Bbatts loses this one, I still think this is like a really good showing.
Yeah. I swear I've seen Armada do that bear down smash so many times. But that might be one of the things where the meta has changed.
Up throw up air though. Can't be getting hit by those. Now we're seeing Zuppy try to use top platform a bit. Gets turned up and then grabbed. But now this time use the top platform well and drills on the way down.
Wow. There he's. I would like to remind you that Zuppy did take Law to game 5, and you know what? I think Bbatts and Laws might be like equal skill level in this tournament.
I mean, Bbatts is playing so good.
Yeah. In fact, he did better versus Ginger.
Yeah, than Law did.
And
I like Bbatts' like super aggressive style. Like, you just saw that just like going in with like a nair. Like that was like an L cancel, not even flow cancel. And he just was like, I'm gonna go in.
That's how you know he really, really wants to go in. Oh, gets a meaty up air. And I felt like he should have kept going in.
Oh, an F smash, but goes the wrong direction with it. Oh, I love that tomahawk. Peach has one of the better ones because you can do like the little fake out with the float.
Ooh, does not jump out of shield.
You can tech and place that and kill the fox actually with a down smash.
You could definitely omps tech below like 10%.
But I always say that's super hard to know that they're gonna go for up smash.
Right, and like for me, it's also like a comfort thing where I know the omps tech window is extended if I DI away, so therefore I'm gonna like omps tech away rather than tech in place.
Yeah.
Oh man, when you're this much in a deficit and Fox is running gunning and down tilting in place to intercept your approach, it feels impossible.
He is pretty good, this Fox character.
Zuppy's also pretty good.
Zuppy's also pretty good, so shout outs.
Yeah, seems like all he needs is like one more tap, but maybe Bbatts, he's got what it takes.
It's not over until it's over, but yeah, this is over.
Yeah.
Unless
it's over. It's like Zuppy's kind of playing with Spoon a little, weak back airing, but you just need one move.
Yeah, you do one move. So Zuppy takes it barely. Again, great showing by Bbatts.
It was a solid game 5 showing for Zuppy, I would say. Like, I have no idea what the earlier sets looked like, or earlier games looked like, but I imagine that, like, my guess is what happened is that Zuppy, the 3 games that he won was very solid, and the 2 games he won, like,
How does Bbatts get so many reversals? Even though those games that we watched, it was like a ton of reversals, right?
Right.
And not a lot of neutral wins.
It might have
Like-
to do with respect.
What do you mean?
Because, like, you know, when you play against lower ranked players against you, you kind of make some assumptions that, like, they don't. Because, like, I definitely do this when I am early in bracket. I know the skill level of my general opponents.
Okay.
My game plan is to execution test them a little because there's a very high likelihood that they just don't know, like they just don't hit the execution, and therefore I just auto win in my pool round ones because I know that they don't meet a certain threshold. And maybe they're doing the same thing against Bbatts because, like, you know, historically it's like I don't think they've ever considered Bbatts like a contender threat to beat them at this current time, and because they underestimate that. Oh yeah, since he's not that good, I'm gonna just get this easy free kill. And then when they see that's not happening, then it's like, oh, okay, I guess I need to adjust a little. And then they give him the necessary respect in order to
So
win.
you think they're disrespecting you,
Yes,
and they're dying for it.
yes.
That's what I like to see.
Well, show them Bbatts.
That, you know, let me tell you, some people complain a lot of times about people on Slippy BMing them and stuff. There's this very simple answer to that, and it's great and it's fun. It's fun. It's great fun. If they're doing stuff like that, you literally force on them. You do it like a robot. Like, don't miss a beat. Don't look like, oh, you're pausing for a second to see if, oh, he's taunting, I'm not gonna hit. No, literally just robotically force stop them. Like, in the most brutal way possible. And let me tell you, there is nothing that cures toxicity than an ass beating. It just stops them from doing it. Or it makes them quit out on you, which is a win anyways. And if they get 3-4 opponents in a row that do that to them, they're gonna stop playing melee, and that's a win for everybody. Right? That's a win for everybody. So,
I would say that that's how I built up respect. Is that, like, I didn't exactly get the most respect when I first started off.
yeah, but then you beat them.
And then I ass whooped everyone in SoCal, and now I got.
That's it. That's the only answer. The answer isn't to, like, just taunt back or, like, you know,
be super cool.
or like, or anything. No, the
Like, the
answer is
respect will come if they actually see that.
just brutal. Like, you have to be as brutal as possible and as robotic as possible. It's great. It's pure. It's a great pure answer.
Yeah.
It's only annoying if they beat you when they do that, but like that shouldn't happen. Most of those people are just really bad.